It's kind of like when you have a small child and they say, I can do it myself. And so you have this 2-year-old and they want to build a deck. And they say, well, I can do it myself. And as a parent, you say, okay, do it yourself. And they have their hammer and their piece of wood and they have their nail and they're going to build a deck. They're going to do this big thing all by themselves. And so they start trying to hammer the nail and it doesn't do anything and they can't get it in the piece of wood. And so they get frustrated and upset, and no matter what they do, they can't do it. And so they look at you, will you help me? They ask for help because they're stuck, they can't do it, they're struggling. And human beings are the same way. We don't ask for help until we're struggling. And then down on your knees you go, and then you say, oh God, can you help me? And so God says, okay, and God helps you out of it. And then as soon as you see the light of day, you go, oh, okay, thanks for your help. I got this now. I can do it now. And so on you go, trying to do it all yourself without God's help. And God's like, okay, fine, because you have free will. He gave it to you. He says you can do whatever you want to do. Go ahead. He won't intervene unless you ask him. And then again, you mess up, and the 2-year-old messes up again, and there's 2 pieces of wood together, but can't get the 3rd piece of wood on there. And so again, comes to the parent, says, okay, can you help me? I can't do it. And then the parent says, I'll help you. I'll put the 3rd piece of wood on the 2nd piece of wood. There you go. And until that child says to you, I can't do this. Why don't you do this and I'll help you? When the child says to you, I can't do it, will you do it? And I'll be the helper. And it's the same way with God, or the universe, or our source, or creator, or whatever it is that you want to call him. When we say, I can't do this, so will you do it? And I'll help you. I'll be a vehicle for you. You tell me what to do, I'll do it. And so when anybody comes to me and says, I ask God for help, I always say to them, it'll never work. He's not your helper. You're his helper.